Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. Today I want to share about our case study in Sg.Pulai Mangrove Forest Reserve. Before that, we are conducting our case study by using a survey to measure how far people know about Sg.Pulai. From the data analysis, about 45.1% out of 37% do not know about Sg.Pulai, while 20.7% out of 17% know about Sg.Pulai and 34.1% out of 28% maybe know about this. So, I want to tell a little bit about Sg.Pulai Mangrove Forest Reserve. Sg.Pulai Mangrove Forest Reserve is the largest riverine mangrove system in Johor. In 2003, about 9,126 hectares of Sg.Pulai mangrove was designated as a Ramsar site. Ramsar sites are wetland areas that are deemed to have international importance and are included in the list of wetlands of international importance. Lately, there have been various issues regarding Sg.Pulai, which is worrying the locals. For example, we can see the development in Sg.Pulai, such as bridge and roads across Sg.Pulai from Tanjung Pelepas Port to Tanjung Bin, which is currently construction. This road will shorten residents' journey to Johor Bahru. So, I want to ask, what is the status of the Sg.Pulai? Therefore, the analysis will address every question regarding the status of Sg.Pulai.
Okay, next, we want to know about the Sg.Pulai Mangrove Forest have many biodiversity treasure or not, right? And the answer is yes. The Sg.Pulai Mangrove Forest has many biodiversity treasure. As one of the 7 Ramsar sites in Malaysia, the Sg.Pulai Mangrove Forest has its biodiversity well documented. Also, the single largest seagrass bed lies at the mouth of Sg.Pulai. At Sg.Pulai, doyongs, seahorses, and various fishes visit the seagrass bed to seek the shelter and food. With each associated seagrass bed, intertidal mudflat, and inland freshwater riparian forest, the site represents as one of the best examples of a lowland tropical river basin, supporting a rich biodiversity dependent on mangrove.
According to the survey, majority of the respondents respond yes for the question, which is Sg.Pulai gives socio-economic importance for us, and yes, I do agree for it. According to the official page of Ramsar site, Sg.Pulai supports an indigenous local population from the Orang Seletar tribe who occupied the Kampung Simpang Arang fishing village situated within the mangroves, and the villagers depend on the estuary which support a significant proportion of commercial fisheries for their livelihood. In current times, wetlands are also capable for providing alternative sources of income for local people. Users of wetlands have diversified into leisure pursuits such as recreational fishing, hunting, birdwatching and boating, which can generate money from visitors and provide sustainable development opportunities. For many peoples, Sg.Pulai provide nature sanctuaries, whether in terms of a landscape that may have historical or cultural significance of biodiversity, such as species rich in coral reefs. To be conclude that Sg.Pulai call as wetland are important to people for a wide range of reasons, from life support to development.
In our survey, we asked our respondent what is the amount that willingly to pay to ensure that the river in Sg.Pulai is maintained. So, there are 20.7% people in our survey willing to pay 100 ringgit compared to 1.2% for 500,000 ringgit. There are also 18.3% willing to pay only 10 ringgit. So, that is the answer of our survey. But, how do they evaluate? First of all, we have to know the meaning of willingness to pay. Willingness to pay is the maximum amount of a customer is willing to pay for the product service. For example, the environment. Macro-environment factors such as the overall state of the economy could influence customer willingness to pay, such as to conserve between mangrove and timber. People tend to pay high value for timber. The second one is unique value. If the buyer values the unique attributes from the product, they will be more willing to make a purchase. The purpose of the timber is for furniture, but we have to know that mangrove also have their purpose. The purpose of mangrove are to protect shorelines from damaging storm and hurricanes winds, wave and floods. Mangrove also help in prevent erosion by stabilizing sediment with their tangled root system. They maintain water quality and clarity, filtering pollutants and trapping sediments originating from land. In a nutshell, in this survey, we conclude that 69.34% of people willing to pay below 100 ringgit to ensure that the river in Sg.Pulai is maintained.
Is it advisable to pay for visitors who wish to visit Sg.Pulai Mangrove Forest Reserve Area? 89% of 82 responses of this survey selected yes, while the rest selected no. The visitors should pay for visiting because that will benefit the visitors. Yes, the fee entrance should benefit the visitors, such as enhance the visitors' experience, education, safety, and enjoyment. This is because they receive a direct benefit from visiting, which providing this benefit drive a significant portion of the cost. Sg.Pulai Mangrove Reserve Area is managed for the purpose of preserving their ecology, unique habitat, geological features, and natural scenery. Development is kept minimal and is allowed only to provide visitors access, knowledge, and enjoyment.
Environmental impact assessment is a study to identify, predict, evaluate the environmental impact to a project approval or implementation. We can see that Sg.Pulai Mangrove Forest is a reserve place, one of the 7 Ramsar sites in Malaysia, and having a larger seagrass bed lies at the mouth of Sg.Pulai. So activists recently raised the alarm over the opening of the golf courses and hotel project, which they claim to be within the Sg.Pulai Mangrove Reserve in Gelang Patah, of course, which is a famous riverine mangrove ecosystem. We can see in the survey, 47.6% out of 82 respondents chooses satisfied, in which the EIA is effective in ensuring the development undertaken in Sg.Pulai Mangrove Forest Reserve does not provide any impact on the wildlife. Whereas in Malaysia Kini article in March 2019, they would claim that the golf courses and hotel development at Sg.Pulai were not mentioned in the EIA report for the Forest City Island Reclamation and Mixed Development Project. We can see that EIA is not not implemented properly in these cases, which is the Sg.Pulai Mangrove Reserve in Gelang Patah. Thank you.
Based on the graph, 39 respondents satisfied that Sg.Pulai is a source of income for the locals. 26 respondents agree that Sg.Pulai is a source of income for the local people. And the 16 respondents totally agree that Sungai Pulai is a source of incomes for the locals. And only one respondent slightly not agree that Sungai Pulai is a source of incomes for the people, for the local. Okay, based on the result, we can explain that we can conclude that Sungai Pulai is the important source of income for local people, as there are many species in there, which is 105 species of fish and 15 species of prawn that can be commercialized to the market. And there are many types of fish that highly commercial value in Sungai Pulai. Example is sea bass, mangrove snapper, fins, and so on. But recently there are many huge developments that affect the source of income for local people, as the number of fish in Sungai Pulai is become decreased, and they can collect and they can export commercially to the market, and the loss of income of local power plant and huge prawn aquaculture. And recently around 2,000 acres of mangrove at Ramsar site have made way for a huge golf resort, which involve a large golf course, a very luxury hotel, and many residential properties. As a consequence, it will disturbing the mangrove system and also increasing the risk from a natural disaster.
The survey was designed specifically to gather data on the status of Sungai Pulai Mangrove Forest Reserve. Respondents were asked to answer the statement whether the pollution that will occur in the Sungai Pulai River is due to human activity. We use a Likert scale to measure the percentage of agree and disagree levels of respondents. Based on the survey, 82 respondents have answered the statement. According to the survey results, we found that none of the respondents strongly disagreed to the statement, while 2.4%, which means 2 respondents, disagreed to the statement. 18.3% responses shows that 15 respondents are neither agree nor disagree. 23 respondents were agreed that human activity is the reason for the river to be polluted, and 42 respondents, which is half of the respondents, are strongly agree that the pollution that will occur in this river is due to human activity. Based on the case study and survey results, we conclude that urban development is the major cause of the pollution. This is because mangroves in Sungai Pulai and its surrounding areas in Johor were reduced due to anthropogenic pressures, mainly for land use changes for development. Other than that, overharvesting, clear logging, coastal erosion, farm size expansion, water and oil pollution lead to pollution of this Sungai Pulai river based on our case study.
Next, from the survey also, we asked the respondents about their opinion on the development done at Sungai Pulai. And the result conclude that there are 25 out of 82 respondents that are strongly not agree, and 21 respondents choose not agree with the development. This could be due to their awareness of the mangrove forest ecosystems that plays crucial role in flood prevention and shoreline protections. Hence, if there is any disturbance to these mangrove ecosystems, it will also affect the people that depends on these water systems and people that live near the river. Then there are 22 respondents that are partially agree with the development, and there are also 7 respondents that choose strongly agree and agree with the development.
Sungai Pulai is river in Johor, Malaysia. It runs from Mount Pulai in Kulai district until Tanjung Pelepas, draining into the Tebrau Strait. We choose Sungai Pulai as our case study area because Sungai Pulai is a mangrove forest reserve which plays a crucial role in flood prevention and shoreline protection. Besides that, Sungai Pulai has been declared as one of the 7 Ramsar sites in Malaysia. The Sungai Pulai mangrove forest has its biodiversity well documented. Also, the single largest seagrass bed in Malaysia lies at the mouth of Sungai Pulai, which extends all the way to the Pulau Merambung. Dugongs, seahorses and various fish visit the seagrass bed to seek shelter and food. Sungai Pulai has an important role to the community, which the ecotourism industry and fishing communities nearby rely heavily on the forest reserve and seagrass bed to make a living. In simple words, Sungai Pulai are one of the village's income resources.
So, the official status of Sungai Pulai Mangrove Forest on 2018 is Johor Bahru and Kulai District Local Plan 2025 approved referred to Sungai Pulai Mangrove as both permanent forest reserve and developmental area. On 2018, the Forest City Golf Resort is officiated, and on 2019, the classification of land use cannot be determined. Degradation and loss of wetlands and their biodiversity has imposed major economic and social losses and cost to the human populations of these river basins. The main threat to Sungai Pulai comes from the industrial agriculture activities in the streets, coupled with unplanned tourism, hunting and water activities. It could also affect the sustainability of the area for agriculture. For recommendation to maintain the sustainable of Sungai Pulai, the authorities should investigate whether the development of the river is legal or illegal. And the multiple function of forest entry need to be prioritized and in establishing coastal forests to enhance the protection.